to Denise. So today I'm coming on to do my stash basket of the week, and this particular stash basket is a super duper amazing stash basket because of where I'm going to be wearing this makeup. So I will let you guys know later on in the week where I went and what I did, but for right now, if you guys are interested and would like to see the products that I'm going to be using this week in my stash basket, stick around and let's just get right to it. So the first place I'm going to start off with is with the highlighters I'm going to be using this week. This one right here you guys have seen a ton on my channel. This is the Betty Luminizer by The Balm Cosmetics. And then this is the Ambient Lighting Powders by Hourglass. It's a 3-pan palette. So for finishing powders, I'm going to be using these two here. So because I will probably be nervous as all get out where I'm going to be using my Milani Prep Plus Set Plus Go Transparent Face Powder. I'm just going to throw it into my bag and use it to blot my face as the evening goes on. So I'm going to be using that. So just to set everything at home before I walk out the door, I'm going to be using my Black Radiance Soft Focus Finishing Powder in the number 9203 Milk Chocolate Finish. This stuff is amazing. Absolutely amazing. I adore this finishing powder. And then to set underneath my eyes, I'm going to be using my Ben Nye Topaz Translucent Powder. This particular powder is most flattering and natural on me, and there will probably be a lot of pictures being taken and things like that. So I want to look very natural but still have a highlighted under eye area. So I'm going to be using this week. So for my foundation and under eye concealer, most likely I'm going to be using my Superstay Better Skin Skin Transforming Foundation. I absolutely adore this. I will be using it in the color 95 Coconut. And then along with that, I'm going to be using this concealer here. It's from the same line and it is in the color 60 Deep. Just to give myself some options, I'm also going to throw this into my makeup bag. This is my Dream Velvet Soft Matte Hydrating Foundation in the color 95 Coconut. This is also by Maybelline. I adore this stuff, but I'm not quite sure if I want to wear it just yet, but I'm going to throw it into my makeup basket and then I will see how I'm feeling the day I go to put on my makeup. So yeah, this is what I'm going to be using for my foundation and concealer. So for my face sprays, I'm going to be using these two here. This one right here is the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water, and I like to use this underneath my eye area to kind of blend out my concealer. It hydrates so lovely and it just helps the concealer blend out so beautifully. So I'm going to be using that to blend out my under eye area where I apply my concealer. And then to finish off my face, I'm going to be using my NYX Matte Finish Long Lasting Setting Spray. This stuff is so affordable and it really does work. So I'm going to be using these two. A couple of other primers I'm going to be using are by Milani. This first one is a face primer. It is the Milani Prime Shield Face Primer Mattifying Plus Pore Minimizing Oil-Free Primer. This stuff is really, really good because it's lightweight. It kind of helps control the oil. For me, it's not like my Becca one, but this is a nice like mid-range mattifying primer. And then this one is my go-to all-time favorite eyeshadow primer. It's also by Milani. This stuff just beats the high-end stuff, the drugstore stuff. It's just amazing. So for my eyeshadow bases, I am pulling out the big guns. These are my favorite eyeshadow bases. They're by NYX. I have two here. I have one in white and then one in, I believe it is Skin Tone. If memory, serves me correctly. Yes, it's Skin Tone. So moving on to lips, I'm giving myself two options, nude or red. So I have decided to pick out my favorite red and nude lipsticks and liquid matte lipsticks. The first two are by Milani and then this one is by Hourglass. So the nude color is 02 Adore. The red color is 07 Romance. And then I'm also using my Hourglass Icon Liquid Matte Lipstick. This stuff is absolutely amazing. This is why I initially fell head over heels for liquid matte lipsticks, was because of this Hourglass Icon color. It's gorgeous. Now for a more traditional lip, I'm using these two lipsticks here. This one here is Ruby Woo by MAC. It is just one of the most prettiest red lipsticks. And then I have here a very beautiful nude lipstick by Maybelline New York. It's number 650 Nude Embrace. It's the matte one, and this is what it looks like. So these are the three lip liners I'm going to be using along with the liquid matte lipsticks or the traditional matte lipsticks. This one right here is by Nabi. It is Espresso. Then I just have a MAC Ruby Woo lip liner. Then last but not least, the most prettiest lip liner to wear with a red lipstick. It's by Jordana. It's the Easy Liner for lips, and it is in the color Cabernet. So for my eyes, I really haven't decided if I'm going to go smoky, smoldering, if I'm going to go clean, precise black eyeliner. I'm just going to leave it up to my mood the evening I'm putting on my makeup. But what I am going to wear for my mascara and my eyeliner, both of these products are by Lancome. This is the Hypnose Drama Mascara. OMG, I get why everybody is adoring the Hypnose Lancome mascara. I get it. I truly get it. And then I'm going to be using my Lancome, and I don't know what this one is called. Oh, it's the Drama Liquid Pencil. I'm going to be using that. This is just an excellent jet black creamy eyeliner that once it sets, it stays in place. So I'm going to be using these two together because they're just gorgeous. They're absolutely beautiful. So this nail polish is a Formula X nail polish. Now, I do not collect Formula X nail polish, but the thing that is so interesting about this one is it goes so beautiful with the red lipsticks that I showed you, the Hourglass, the Milani, the Ruby Woo MAC. This is just the perfect complementary red nail polish, and it is so gorgeous. But this was actually gifted to me by Sephora. They gave it out, and the color of it is X Love Rouge. So if you are a VIB Rouge member, you can actually purchase this, or they will gift it to you, but it's not just sold randomly. But if you are a VIB Rouge member, you can pick this up from Sephora. It is an absolutely beautiful, beautiful red nail polish. Gorgeous. So for my eyebrows, I'm just going with what I know works. I'm going to be using my Wet n Wild Ultimate Brow Universal Stencil Kit. I adore this kit. It works. My eyebrows just look amazing, natural, and flawless. I'm going to just use this because it works. It absolutely works. I'm giving myself a ton of options, but all within my comfort level. Whenever I use these eyeshadow palettes, I absolutely adore the way the eyeshadow look looks. So I'm going to be using these palettes, and I'm not quite sure which one I'm going to go with because, like I said, I will be wearing either a nude or a very vibrant blue red lipstick. So I'm not quite sure what my feelings are going to be, but I'm working with items that I know are going to make me most comfortable in a very uncomfortable but exciting situation. So nevertheless, these are the palettes that I've chosen to use. So the first palette is by Lorac. It is the Pro Metals, and this is what the palette looks like. These colors are absolutely gorgeous, and my favorite, my all-time favorite out of this palette is the amber color. It is gorgeous, absolutely beautiful. This next palette is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Amorese palette. This is when I fell head over heels for Anastasia Beverly Hills and became a collector of her palettes. It was because of this palette right here. So this is what the palette looks like, and as you can see, I have my favorite three that I use all the time: Caramel, Morocco, Deep Plum. But this entire palette is a beautiful, beautiful palette, but these three colors in here just are absolutely beautiful, and I adore this palette because of those three colors in this palette. So this next palette is the Tartelette palette. This palette is a beautiful, beautiful palette, especially to wear with a nude lip, in my opinion. This is what the palette looks like. The colors in here are beautiful. They're vibrant. They show up, but they're very docile. They're not like pow wow over the top in your face. Now you do have some really intense colors like right in here, but on my skin tone they're not as deep as they appear in the pan. They're very, very beautiful and subtle on me. So this is one of my favorite neutral matte palettes. I adore it. So the next palette is the Tartelette in Bloom palette. This is the number 2 to the Tartelette palette. And this is what it looks like. The eyeshadows in here are absolutely gorgeous, and why I'm pulling this out is because it's giving me a few more options to the original Tartelette palette. The eyeshadows in here are a little bit more cooler, and as you can see, I do have my favorites: Rocker, Firecracker, Funny Girl, and then all of these through here. I pretty much stay away from this little section right here. I could use it as brow bone colors or something like that, or a nice transition color on the eyelid, but pretty much I stick to what I know works in this palette for me, and all of these colors are beautiful, but I do have my favorites. This is a really nice palette. And last but not least is the Lorac Pro palette. So this is what the palette looks like, and when I tell you, this palette in my opinion will never be dated. You could use this 20 years from now and create some fierce, amazing, beautiful looks that are just smoky and intense, or go very demure and light and neutral. This is an amazing, amazing palette. My favorite colors in here, you can see, are mauve, sable, espresso, and black, but this entire palette I do use, and I do like the gold color down here. I do reach for that gold color a lot, but I have to say it's one of my staple and favorite eyeshadow palettes. I never want to be without this palette. I adore it. So this is my makeup basket of the week. I will definitely let you guys know what makeup looks I've come up with later on in the week. Thank you guys so very much for watching. Please make sure that you rate, you comment, you share, and you subscribe, and I will talk to each and every single one of you guys soon. Bye.